everyone, and thank you for joining me once again. Today we are going to talk about how God can bring about good in bad situations. We will be talking about a jailer who gets saved when Paul and Silas are thrown in jail. So sit back and listen to the story of the jailer who changed his mind. Theo was a jailer whose job had always been to guard the jail in town, to lock the prisoners in. "My job is quite important," bold Theo now would say. "With bad men locked up tight, we're safe both night and day." Then one day news reached Theo's jail of trouble in the square. "I hear 2 men have been accused. A mob is gathering there." He left another man in charge and hurried with the crowd to where he heard the sound of voices rising, shouting, growing loud. "Have you heard of Paul and Silas?" asked a friend along the way. "They've been stirring up the people, telling folks to disobey. They have changed poor Jasper's slave girl, who told fortunes for a fee. They've destroyed her special powers. Jasper's mad as he can be." Theo felt his heart beat faster. Now he clenched his fists in rage. How dare these men teach evil ways? How dare they steal poor Jasper's wage? Punish them! Punish them!" everyone shouted. Voices and curses were splitting the air. "Strip off their clothing and whip them both soundly. Grab them and do it right here in the square." The leaders then brought Paul and Silas to Theo. "Tie them and chain them and put them away." He cursed them and pushed them far back in a dungeon. He slammed the door, locked it, and said, "Here you stay." At midnight, Theo heard some noises coming from the prisoner's cell. "Could it be that I hear singing? I'd better see if all is well." Theo went to check the prisoners. There was music in the air. From the darkest cell of prison, Paul and Silas sang with prayer. As he walked, the jailer felt the ground beneath him start to quake. He dropped the flaming torch he held as the walls began to shake. Then he saw the doors all open. "My prisoners must have got away," he thought, and fearing all was lost, he drew his sword himself to slay. Then from the dark a clear voice called, "We're here, my friend. You need not fear. Put back your sword. Don't kill yourself. All your prisoners still are here." Trembling, Theo called for lights and held them up to see. Why, sure enough, the prisoners all were safe as safe could be. "Oh, sirs," he said to Paul and Silas, "I've made a big mistake. I've beaten and imprisoned you, and still you do not hate. Just now your doors were opened, yet you did not run away. Can you tell me, sirs, the reason why you've acted in this way?" Paul and Silas gladly told him of the Savior, Jesus Christ. When he'd listened to their story, Theo asked to be baptized. "Will you come and tell my family? I am thankful if you do. You have changed my life through Jesus. I want them to know him too." Theo freed his happy prisoners, washed their sores and gave them food. Baptized then with all his family, Theo said, "The Lord is good." Happiness and laughter filled the jailer's house that night, and the family celebration lasted till the morning light. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope that the next time you have a bad day, you will be reminded to be like Paul and Silas and see the good thing that God can do in your bad situation. Now take some time as a family to talk about how Jesus has changed your life since you changed your mind and were saved.